And maybe that's why I have that level of, I mean, and really it's pitiful that the mother has to live with herself. She's at her cart at the end
All
of the
right.
movie, and she
Just so you know, guys, we are back.
okay. And the mom's completely like, she just has like no feeling. She's like just divorced from her own being. And then she's at the cart and she's not even smiling. She's not even, of course, it's just telling.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, there's two people there, aren't there? There's the mother, who we don't have no background on. You're right. She might have been a single mum herself. We don't know her background. So there's the real mum, and she cares about her daughter, so she goes around there. She justifies it to herself, of course, because there's grey areas. And then there's the witness, who's not the mum, who is a witness, who is an individual sister, and she goes on the cart, so she's got permission to do that. She's got this level of status, and it's a very status-driven organisation, especially if you're a woman.
Yeah.
You're better having any kind of power is marry yourself an elder who's going to get his ass up the organisation.
Marlene, can you bring up that part? Can you bring up that part that she brought up while we were offline about the King Solomon thing?
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that, how Alex is sitting down and watching that, and the whole point of the wisdom that Jehovah God imparts on King Solomon is, well, a real mother would not let her child die, right? And so then Alex is sitting there, and and the way that she did a really, really good. That actress was phenomenal, because you can tell she's reflecting in that confusion, in her, cognitive dissonance. And what is this? My mother would have let me die.
Yeah.
It was the cord that caused, for my transfusion to have happened, but my mother would have let me die. And he's just saying that Jehovah, well, he's portraying King Solomon having Jehovah's direct guidance, right? So it's that contradicting, and she's, needless to say, we know what happens to her character in the story, but in the movie, but I think she was the biggest victim of it, for obvious reasons. The sister was able to like get some self-empowerment and just, you know what, enough of this. And even my daughter, the next generation's not going to have anything to do with that. Good. But the mom, I feel like it's the most tragic, because she has to live with herself. And there's no way she can be anything but miserable, knowing that she's not, well, the way things are going, she's not going to see her daughter that's worldly now. And then she lost her daughter. She thinks she's going to see her in paradise, but she's already doubting. They never really discuss it. But
like the whole movie is you're watching, and like Rick was saying, there's mom, and then there's like robot mom, basically.
Right.
Yeah, like that separation of self. And I think a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses, I mean, I admit when I was one, I had that. Some kind of a dichotomous, like there was like, well, there's Marlene that has to be, the image that has to be the representative of my role there. Yeah. And then there was the me, that's just your natural self, your authentic self. But you're not allowed to even deal with it.
Well, growing up as a kid, like what is your authentic self? You haven't even developed it yet, So it's like growing up.
Right. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know who you are. You really don't.
Yeah.
And you never figure it out unless you leave.
Unless you leave.
Then you get to know yourself, which is very interesting. That's a journey unto itself.
Yes, indeed.
Like with the mom, like you can tell at the beginning of the movie, like her authentic self, like she's already gone. And like, it's like the whole movie is, like you said, she's the victim. The movie is her being swallowed. Like what's left of her is just being swallowed. And then,
that's a really good way to put it. I agree.
Yeah. Goodness. Well, it was a really good movie. I mean, it was depressing. It made me cry, which is a feat right now. But Yeah, it made me cry. Ooh, boy, did it resonate with me. I would hope that anybody who watched this that is not a Jehovah's Witness or that has never been, but maybe knows people that are, would take something away from this, at least take some caution away from this. Like, oh my God, maybe I should be careful about the people that I get involved with. Maybe I should research them a bit more.
I hope so.
At the very least, that's what I would hope would happen.
You know, when they show the mom at work after the daughter died, and then that gentleman that's there, that's her co-worker, you know, at work. Remember that scene?
Mm-hmm.
Where he tells her, I saw the thing in the paper about Alex. Right?
Yeah.
He's trying to have a discussion with her. And exactly. Yeah. She was like neither here nor there. And then his like real worldly reaction, but very realistic reaction. How tragic, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody should die for that.
And she's
stupid rule.
Right, exactly.
She just refuses to deal with it.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my sister. Oh my gosh. Like she just blanks. Like I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna put this in a button. Like put this one in the box and and that's the rest of me over there. I'm over in the corner. I'm just Jehovah's Witness now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
what a good film, though. What a good film. So the director, right, was a witness. That's what I read, that he had been a witness.
Who?
The director or producer of this film. He had been a witness. And then he got into college. And he was one of those few people that got to go to college without getting shunned for it. But it was after he finished college that he tried, going back in there, and that I think it's an interview or it's in a paper or an article about this film, where he really did take a lot of things that maybe they weren't his direct experiences, but they were legitimate experiences, things that happen too often with Jehovah's Witnesses. But
wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And I thought that they presented it, the way they presented it was very realistic.
Yeah.
Like
it was
a lot
almost spot on.
Very
almost perfect.
Yeah, almost perfect. I agree. I couldn't find anything to criticize about it as far as the acting or the way it was written or the way. There was really not a single thing that I found that I could criticize. Obviously, I wasn't happy with the ending. You wish, the mom would wake up and realize and, still celebrate her daughter and her granddaughter, but it's realistic.
That's actually the ending I was hoping for, is that the mom was going to wake up and be like, oh, good. Okay. I heard that marking talk and it shook me enough to go research and look, I found out you were right. And let me get to know my granddaughter and reconnect with you. The end. Yay.
That's what I was
hoping was happening. But of course that didn't happen. That brainwashing is strong as hell.
Yeah. So it depicted a very, very realistic. And I hope
it's Rick again.
I hope it does spark discussions with people.
Yeah, me too.
I really do, because again, the acting was really good. Something really did happen. It was.
Yeah, I'm going to be recommending this movie to as many people as I can.
Yeah, me too.
It's a good movie.
Marlene, there was something that you brought up when you first came on.